together with your child to conquer the exam season. Fun tips from super parents. Hello, amazing parents. Another exam season is knocking on the door. And I bet it's not just the kids who are sweating bullets over their piles of homework, aren't we? Too, feeling the heat just as much? But don't worry, today I'm going to share with you some super fun, super simple tips to help your kids breeze through the exam season, excelling in their studies while keeping a smile on their faces. Let's dive in together, because we're the best support team our kids could ever hope for. So, what's the main idea of today's story? First, we'll help our kids study smarter with top-notch methods. Next, we'll create a learning environment for them as cozy as a 5-star resort, while taking care of both their physical and mental health. And finally, we'll always remind them, Mom and Dad are right here, ready to be your allies whenever you need us. Alright, let's get started. Exam season hits, and the whole family's fired up. Have you ever heard your child let out a long, dramatic sigh? I hate studying. Oh, I hear it all the time. Every time exam season rolls around, the kids turn into lazy cats, desperate to escape the pressure of school. Especially with teenagers, sometimes even a tiny quiz is enough to drain their batteries completely. When kids get overwhelmed by mountains of homework and the stress of grades, what happens? Some retreat to a corner and refuse to study, while others get so anxious they dream about exam questions in their sleep. So, what's our mission? Be their coach and cheerleader, helping them feel more confident, more prepared, and, most importantly, less stressed. Trust me, with the right support, your kids will soar through exam season like superheroes. Study smart. When life's full of drama, parents are here to save the day. Have you noticed how kids tend to wait until the last minute, when exams are near? They'll cram an entire book in one night or grind for days on end until they've got panda eyes from exhaustion. But here's the harsh truth. That kind of studying doesn't work at all. So, how do we help them study lightly yet retain information for the long haul? Here are a few tricks I'd suggest. Your kids will love them. First, introduce them to the spaced repetition method. Sounds fancy, right? Instead of cramming all at once, break the material into chunks and review it in cycles. Science backs this up. It helps kids etch lessons into their brains without suffering. Parents can sit with them, sketch out a grown-up style study plan. When to study, when to play, when to rest. And here's the key, make sure they stick to it. Don't let them get lost in daydreams. Next, rest is just as crucial. After a focused study session, encourage them to stand up, stretch a bit, or take a quick walk around the house. I once told my son, hey, your brain needs to breathe too. Don't trap it in those books forever. Even a short stroll can relieve stress and clear their mind. Then there's the phone issue, the ultimate enemy of focus. When they're studying, remind them to set it to do not disturb, or better yet, banish it to another room. I once teased my daughter, keep your phone nearby, and you're basically inviting TikTok to steal your soul. At school, tell them to tuck it into their bag or locker for safekeeping. Another biggie, pick a quiet study spot. If they complain about losing focus, try setting up a small corner at home, noise-free and distraction-free. I once turned our dining table corner into a mini library for my kids, simple yet super effective. Oh, and one more thing. Don't let them study so late they collapse at the desk. I always tell mine, put the books down at least an hour before bed to let your mind unwind, otherwise you'll dream of math formulas and wake up exhausted. Good sleep, healthy food, and some fun. That's the recipe for acing exam season. Finally, teach them to cheer themselves on. Instead of panicking with thoughts like, "I'm doomed, I'll fail for sure," encourage them to say, "I've got this. Everything's going to be fine." It sounds simple, but it's incredibly powerful. And after each exam, stop them from torturing themselves by overthinking mistakes. I always say, once it's done, rest up. You've already done your best. In short, studying smart isn't about studying more, it's about studying right. Help your kids turn learning into an exciting adventure, not a nightmare. Riding the waves with your child. Parents are the sweetest, safe harbor. You know what? Sometimes, what kids need most isn't a great tutor, it's a mom or dad who's there for them. How we respond to their stress can shift their entire emotional world. Always tell them, "Mom and Dad are here. Call us if you need anything." Every now and then, sit down and ask, "How's everything going today? Need any help?" Just a small question can warm their hearts. I remember my son hugging me tight after a chat. Just because I said, "You're doing great. I believe in you." And don't underestimate family meals. During stressful exam days, sitting down for a tasty dinner together, sharing funny stories, or simply asking what they'd like to eat tomorrow, that's the best mental boost. I once saw my daughter beam with joy at dinner, even after stressing over a test earlier. Those moments don't just bond the family, they're a huge motivator for kids. Be their rock, their encourager through tough days. With parents by their side, exam season won't feel like a storm anymore, just a small challenge for them to grow through. And there you have it. We've gone through the secrets to helping your kids conquer exam season. I hope you'll give these a try and see your kids study better and smile more. Remember, being a parent isn't just about teaching them to learn, it's about giving them a beautiful, memorable journey. Wishing your family a brilliant and successful exam season. See you in the next story.